mga kalaag, Local Lapi here, the Philippine Ambassador of La Quacha. Cue intro. In this video guys, I will be sharing to you the 5 important issues with Honda RS125 Fi that you need to know and how to solve them. So as you know, or sa hindi pa nakakaalam, I have a motorbike and it is Honda RS125. So nakuha ko siya this year in January. So
January to market May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So it's around 11 months.
It's around 11 months na guys, and it will really take you a while for you to be familiar with your motorbike, especially for me na I can drive motorbike when I was young, but this is my first time to own my motorbike, a motorbike, and to use it regularly. Like kahit saan ako pumupunta or naglalakwatsa, gumagala, I always use my bike. So for 11 months of using it, I had found out several inconveniences, discomforts, and sometimes issues na rin. Just a disclaimer, I'm not an expert when it comes to motorbike. I'm also not an expert when it comes to specifically Honda RS125 Fi. So my issues, the issues that I'm going to mention in this vlog are just my personal experience. So I just want to share it to you guys, especially if you are also new to driving motorbikes, or you are a new owner of a Honda RS125 Fi. So you might encounter the same issues. So it would be nice if I could share to you what are these issues and how to solve them. And for those na may maraming alam, matagal lang gumagamit ng Honda RS125 Fi, please leave in the comment section below if I informed something that is wrong, or if you have a better suggestion, or if you can also point out your issues na nararanasan nyo or na-experience you while using this kind of motorbike.
Without further ado, let's start with issue number 1.
Now, for issue number 1, I actually took down notes here kung ano yung 5 issues na i-mention ko in this vlog. So number 1 is matigas yung shifter. So shifter is yung inaapakan mo sa baba in order to change gear from neutral when you're starting, and then gear 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in my experience, matigas talaga siya guys, especially of course you start from neutral and then you go to 1. When I shift to 2, ang tigas talaga niya. Parang you really need to exert force on the shifter para mag-shift siya to gear number 2. So I am a member of a Honda RS125 Fi Cebu group. I don't know if it's exclusive for Cebuanos only, but I asked them what to do. So they advised me, kapag naka-primera ka or naka-gear 1 ka, you need to run or tatakbo ka muna ng at least 30 doon sa speedo, and then before ka mag-shift into the second gear. So I tried that and it worked. Other than that, pina-full maintenance ko yung motor ko with a mechanic around mga after 6 months ko siyang nakuha, and then I told them that problem. So it also solved the yung matigas na pag-shift between gears. So if you guys have a better solution, or if ako lang naka-experience nito, I don't know, but yes, I experienced this one. If you are experiencing this one too, then might as well these suggestions can help.
Now let's move to issue number 2.
For the second issue, this is actually case-to-case basis. Siguro maarte lang talaga ako, but using Honda RS125 Fi gives me uncomfortable riding position. Now, for Honda RS125 Fi, you are not in a relaxed sitting position. So, it's actually in between relaxed and yung naka-lean forward when you are using a sports bike. So, in my case, if I go for long rides, I shift from sitting towards the edge, sa front, forward, and then a few hours or maybe a few minutes after, I push back, I sit back, and then para ma-stretch yung body ko. it actually relieves the discomfort and the pain on my back while driving long rides. I don't know what else we can do with this issue because that is what the bike is made for, and talagang ganyan yung sitting position mo and sitting experience mo if you use this bike. However, I found this camel seats available online. So some of them are compatible sa Honda RS 125 Fi. So I haven't used it. I also haven't seen Honda RS kinustomize or pinalitan yung seat with a camel seat. But I guess it will solve the discomfort kasi judging on the look, parang talaga siya, tina-target niya yung stability ng sitting position mo, yung hindi ka syadong magagalaw, para kasing may siya in front, para siyang, how do you call that? Pero parang may support siya. So I'll just gonna show you a picture of a camel seat. If you are interested to change your stock seat with a camel seat, so here is how it looks like.
Now let's go to issue number 3.
For the third issue, guys, manipis yung stock tires. At depende rin yan sa paggamit mo sa motor mo. But in my case, I really push my motorbike to the limit. I love going off-roads, rough roads, ganun, bundok, dagat. Dinadala ko siya kahit saan. Hindi lang siya for street or city driving. Siguro that's also the reason why madaling luma. How do you say that? Madaling naluma yung stock tires ng motor ko. And it is also tube type. So as you can see, as you know, yung tube type yung palaging pumuputok pag hindi mo inalagaan na mabuti yung gulong ng motor mo. So what I did is after 7 months, kasi before when I was still using the stock tires, around 10 or maybe around more than 5 times pumutok yung gulong ko sa likod. The front was right. Yung sa likod is pumutok siya. The first time na pumutok siya is yung dinala ko siya sa bundok. It was a very rough road. So pinalitan ko na siya ng interior, and then later on pumutok na naman ulit. Sabi ng vulcanizing shop, yung staff doon, sabi nila may may hindi natanggal na parang bato, I don't know, metal dun sa loob ng tire itself, kaya siya palaging pumuputok. So I had it changed the interior several times because I thought it's the interior which has the problem, until I realized it should be time to change everything. So interior, pati yung exterior, yung tire itself, pinalitan ko siya. So I'll just gonna share to you kung ano yung brand na pinalit ko. Here it is. Now, I don't know if this is a good brand. This is the first time that I replaced the stock tires of my Honda RS. Actually, maraming magandang brands out in the market. So, merong Pirelli, ganon, Maxxis. I'm not familiar with them, but from that Facebook group that I mentioned, sila yung nagsasuggest na maganda tong mga brands na to. But I live here in the province of Cebu. So, talaga siya, maliit siya na town. Those brands are not available. I have to go to the city or order it online, but I needed to change the stock tires ASAP. So I got this one. This pair only cost me 2,000 pesos including the interior. So I don't think it's a bad deal. So right now na iba na yung napalitan ko na yung gulong niya, maganda yan na yung takbo, and I am kampante na ako na hindi siya puputok anytime soon.
Now for the fourth issue.
So for the fourth issue, there is a very limited clearance under the front fender. So yung front fenders, yung sa harap, yung naka-cover sa gulong, yung tapaludo. I don't know if that's a Tagalog word. But yung front fender, yung nagpro-protect you and yung makina from splashes, yung mga putik pag umulan or dumadaan ka sa maputik na daan. So the clearance is really limited. So when you clean it, it's really hard to get the mud inside. So you really have to use yung water jet na malakas talaga para matanggal siya sa loob. So I am actually nitpicking here. I don't think it's a big problem, but for me, medyo OC personality type ako. So I find it very frustrating knowing that I cannot clean the underside of the front fenders thoroughly. I really have no idea how it looks like right now because hindi ko pa siya nakita right under, kasi ano talaga siya, maliit yung clearance niya. So if you are not confident of how clean it is, so might as well bring it to sa car wash, motor wash, and then use yung water jet talaga na malakas para matanggal yung mga dumi or putik sa ilalim ng front fenders.
And the last issue, which is issue number 5.
Now, issue number 5 is low underside. Yung dito, yung bottom part ng makina ng motor is low. But it's not too low. Katulad ng, I'm not familiar, but I saw some scooters in the streets na talagang napaka-low niya. But in this case, it's not too low but not too high. But when you pass over street humps, there is really a tendency na sasagi siya, or the underside will hit, the hump will hit the underside of your Honda RS. So what I do is, when you pass on diagonal humps, so when you pass on street humps, naka siya, diagonal, not directly, but parang ganito. So you won't feel much of the hump. When you go on rough roads, ganon, off-road, stay away from big rocks, but hindi mo talaga siya maiwasan. So there are times that yung motor ko talaga nahihit talaga siya ng rocks underneath because of its low underside. I cannot think of any other way to solve this kasi hindi naman pwede iangat yung makina ng motor natin, or if you put you also can't put mud guards kasi parang part na kasi ng ng body flaring, how do you call that? Anyway, body ng motor na may siya, may parang guard na siya sa machine. So actually hindi yung mismong makina yung nahihit ng hump or ng bato, it's the covering. It's the covering that is being hit by anything underneath on the road. So thank you so much guys for watching this short video about the 5 important issues with Honda RS 125 Fi that you need to know, especially if you're a newbie or first time mo mag-own ng Honda RS 125. You need to expect yung ganitong mga issues. And of course, I hope nakatulong yung mga suggestions on how to solve them. See you on the next video. Goodbye.